Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. I'm Alina and I'm so excited to open the live conference dedicated to marketing automation where growth is powering. I hope you are all doing well. I can see that 30 viewers already here and you are still joining, guys. Hello, Olga. Thanks for being here. I believe that we will get a lot of useful information today, funnels, pipelines, flows, tech solutions, and AI tips, tactics, and of course, pitfalls. And before we jump into today's session, let's warm up the chat. Say hi, drop an emoji, and let us know where are you tuning in from. So, guys, hello, Anastasia. And we've also got a quick poll for you in the chat on YouTube. Please take part in it. So the question is, how do you feel about marketing automation? Love it, can't live without it. It's useful but tricky for you. You are still figuring it out, or it feels overwhelming for you. Please choose your option. And I can see that a lot of you you love it and can't live without it. Okay, same here. But a lot of you are still figuring it out. Okay, and I believe that today's live will help you. So, hello, guys. I can see your messages in the chat. Solomia from Poland, Olga joined from Portugal, and I can see that the viewer from United States here. Welcome to the session. Thank you for joining. Okay, and before we dive into today's main part, I'd like to briefly introduce the organizer of the conference, SendPulse, in a couple of words for those who don't know about that. SendPulse is a marketing and sales automation platform with 3 million users worldwide. In a single interface, SendPulse combines an ecosystem of 9 plus services that help online businesses automate the entire customer journey from acquaintance to repeat sales. Chatbots for Instagram, Telegram, Facebook Messenger, Viber, WhatsApp, email marketing tools, a platform for creating online courses, landing page builder, sales funnel automation with AI capabilities, convenient CRM, and much more. Okay, guys, I can see that you are joining. For the moment, we have 40 viewers. Alexander from Nigeria joined, and Lucas from Spain. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly, so please, you can correct me in the chat. Okay, so you can see a QR code, okay, here. If you wish to lead to our marketing and sales automation platform, SendPulse, and get acquainted. Okay, and as you can see in the chat already, SendPulse offers a 25 coupon for all new users, and you can use this bonus to activate a paid plan and integrate the advanced features of SendPulse. So the promo code is for all users. And okay, let's go ahead. We also have an amazing community for marketers and SendPulse users. And here you'll find the QR code again here. Please, we want to look at the QR code on the screen. Yeah, thank you. We have it. So what can you expect inside? Connect with fellow marketers and share ideas, get answers to your questions from experts on marketing and sales automation, as well as setting up SendPulse tools and flows. Join live demo, ask me anything, events, and casual chit-chat sessions. Stay up to date with the latest marketing trends, of course. And there are 2 bonuses. First one is Guide Key Digital Marketing Trends 2025, and for SendPulse community members, just join and grab your guide. And the slides from our speakers from today's sessions will be available for download. We will share them in the SendPulse community, so please join if you haven't done it yet and just don't miss out. Okay, thank you. And about today's agenda, a couple of words. We will start from the session with NATALIYA YAROVINSKA, Chief Commercial Officer at SendPulse, covering email and messenger automation with style and impact. And the second session will be about building effective customer support without expensive tools and using SendPulse chatbots. YEHOR HERASYMCHUK from Dots platform, founder and CEO, will cover the topic. The third session we will be doing for the first time. It's so excited and I'm a little worried about it, but it's still so interesting how it will be going. We will also have blitz, quick questions and questions that require more detailed answer. So I hope it's so exciting for you as well. And the topic will be Marketing Automation 2025. And our guests will be OLIVIA MILTON and ALINA DYKUHA. So their last session, fourth session, will be from Katie Noack, social media trainer, founder of KN Communications, and she will be covering how to use AI to supercharge your social media. I had a look at Katie's presentation. It's packed with a lot of tools, a lot of examples, a lot of tactics, and fun pictures, so you will love it. Okay, I can see that we have 3 minutes to start our first session, and let's go over some frequently asked questions. I can see that Joanna joined us from Portugal. Thank you. Welcome to the live. About the recording. The recording of the conference will be available on YouTube after the live finishes with the same link. You can watch any part of the live at your convenience. Please note, however, that the live chat won't be synchronized with the video replay. So stay with us in real time to have an opportunity to ask your question about your business and tasks and get an answer just today. If you have any questions, you'll have an opportunity to ask our speakers during their sessions. There will be also several minutes Q&A after their main presentations. And the conference will last for nearest 3 hours. And okay, yeah, I can see that it's duplicated to the live chat on YouTube. Conference recording will be available publicly with the same link. Yeah, I confirm it. And as for certificates, everyone can receive a certificate of attendance. We'll share a special form during the second part of the conference, so stay tuned to the broadcast and keep an eye on the chat here, yeah, on YouTube. So, all right, that covers the basic. So, I can see that we have 50 viewers, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready to welcome our first speaker, NATALIYA? Please let us know in the chat. So, yes or no, just yes or no. And let's turn to the polls results. Oh, I can see that results have changed, and for the moment, the most of you choose I'm still figuring it out. Okay, so the live conference is just for you today. Great. So Anastasia says we are ready. Great. So we are about to meet our speaker for today. Friends, please welcome NATALIYA YAROVINSKA, a Chief Commercial Officer at SendPulse. NATALIYA has been driving customer success in SendPulse for over than 5 years. She's scaling customer success through automation strategies. She helped over 200 new customers automate their businesses communications, and she's going to cover email and messenger automation with style and impact. Hi, Natalia. Welcome to the conference. How's the day going?
Hi, Olena. Thank you. The day is going great, especially because I see so many comments from our viewers, and it's always exciting to not just record something, but actually feel that people are watching, that people are interested in what you have to say. So I'm hoping not to disappoint and to bring as much value as possible.
Oh, great. Thank you, Natalia. Thank you. And it's so exciting to have you speak today and open the first session. Your sound and picture are good. Friends, feel free to leave your questions in the live chat throughout the session and enjoy it. Natalia, here you are.
Thank you. I think you can see my presentation. Let me know if you can see the slides. I'm going to tell a little bit about myself in the beginning, and I would really like to know a little bit more about you. I saw where you're all from, and let me know, please, in the comments, what role you currently have and what kind of business you represent today. So we will try to make this as relevant as possible. Because again, you joined the live stream, so let's make the most of this live conversation, make it actually a conversation. I started my career in FMCG, spent 10 years in production and supply chain, and then switched to IT, namely came to SendPulse. From personal experience, I realized that the industry and the company do provide certain rules, but in the end, any business and product success is built with people, communications, and repeatable processes. So automation is my true passion because it helps it exactly helps to that, improve communication and make the processes scalable. And today, we will talk about automation that can really make an impact from my experience. And I would like to also see if you have any questions, please ask them. As Olena said, we will be happy to answer them after the talk. Not every automation is magic, but some of them certainly can seem like magic. So what we will look at today should be relevant for e-commerce, online services, influencers and experts, which we see more and more of nowadays. And also this will be beneficial for offline businesses. So almost any type of business can benefit from email and messenger automation. Let's talk in detail today about the ways automation can help you guide each customer to purchase. Today we will start with the reality. So why many or most contacts never hear from you, why many are afraid to automate. And I will share a 3-question automations test. Why? Because we as people love simple formulas, tests, and things that come in threes. And also we will look at real examples that you can start with your automation journey. You can definitely do everything we discussed today with SendPulse. There are other tools that you can use, but I personally just don't know why you should use anything else, since SendPulse has everything you need under one roof. So I see that we have a mix of people here today, and I see that my presentation should be valuable for the specialists we have today. So let's start with the reality you and I live in. If you run a small local family shop, you can chat with everyone, you can guide every customer. But this model, it's good, but it's not scalable. If you open a supermarket, everything changes. You cannot talk to each customer anymore. And with online sales, the number of site visitors just becomes unmanageable for personal interaction with each and every one of them. The decision time of your customers really matters because the customer can easily make a decision and buy from your competitor in the time it takes for you to reply. And this, of course, depends on the business you have and on the decision times of the customers. But it's just something to keep in mind where manual communication is not the best option sometimes. Also, with online shopping, often come the 24/7 customer inquiries. One of our new customers, they sell dental equipment. And why they chose to start automating their communications with the chatbot in Messenger is because they noticed a certain pattern. They have a specific customer segment, which is dentists. And dentists often place orders or ask questions during the night. It can be 11 p.m., it can be 2 a.m. And then the next day, the managers come to work, they start calling people back, answering questions, but hear radio silence because dentists are working during the day. And so this is something that also is important problem that we need to think of, is how fast can you react to each customer request. So if the manual communication is not scalable and is not reliable enough, why not automate everything? Well, there is a fear, and I think if you, based on the answers in the chat, you know these fears, you can feel them yourselves, that automation can only complicate things. And there are bad examples from big brands that I personally experienced that can support that. So a few years back, my Netflix subscription expired, and Netflix started sending me emails every week. They sent the same email, basically saying, hey, your subscription expired, would you like to renew? And I didn't unsubscribe just because I had some professional interest to see where this was going. It was going nowhere, basically. So yes, it was irritating, and this was too much. It had no relevance to me. So this is a bad example, but with Netflix, I will also cover a good example of automation later in the presentation. Another example is also from a global brand called Zara, online clothes store in that case. I tried to purchase a gift certificate from the online store in Zara, and I had a problem, and the only option to communicate was the AI-powered bot, and the bot failed to answer my question. Then the answer was too generic, and basically I would have benefited more from some just article or frequently asked questions answered rather than from talking to this bot. So these messages were indeed spammy in one case and generic in another. But my deep belief that I'm here to share with you today is that problem with that communications was not that the communication was automated, but that it was irrelevant. So you should not be scared of automation. You should try and avoid sending irrelevant messages. Because we define spam, cringe, and boring, not based on the way the message was created, but by the way it makes us feel, and if we can relate. So the same, probably the safest approach is not to invent something and try to automate it, but take a look at the actual communications you have right now and try to automate it. If you are a art dealer or a personal buyer, probably the percentage of communications you can automate will be lower. If you sell a more common product to a bigger audience, then the automation level can be significantly higher. So here, a good example from Netflix, which shows that automation is not the enemy. Now, after I personally watched a TV show, on Netflix, they sent me an email saying, okay, you finished watching this email. Sorry, you finished watching this show. Did you like it? And when I clicked on the email, I saw more recommendations that were basically more or less similar, or I might have liked, and I clicked on another one. So why did I open that email? Well, just because I saw the name of the show I liked, and I don't think there was too much thought put into my click. And that's the thing. The relevance came from just me seeing the words that I can relate to. So this is the 3-question test that I urge you to use to define what to automate. You definitely need to educate yourself on what is popular, what is common in automations, but you will find case studies that will give you dozens of different messages that can be automated, should be automated, must be automated. And honestly, it's too much work to do all at once. And that's why I would start small, but try to look for things that would be the most effective. So like the quick wins, let's say, fast gains that can help you in the start of your automation journey. You need to look at your communication. The 3-question test. First one, is this communication happening regularly? Does it need a lot of context? And is it often skipped or missed? Because you want to get to it, but you don't actually do it because you have more urgent things to do. But it's nice to have you want to do it. So if you have 3 yeses, what do you do? If you have 3 yeses, you don't automate fully, you automate partially. You automate fully if the communication is repetitive, if it does not need a lot of context, and it can become relevant but by just getting the time right, and if it's often missed. So that's when you can do basically full automation. So what if the message actually requires a lot of context and is still it's regular and often forgotten? What do we do? You can automate the reminder to send the message, to automate task creation. You can automate the task creation, you can use CRM automation, and then you can track actually the task completion. On the left, you can see an automation flow in SendPulse. It sends a sequence to a new subscriber depending on their activity and gender. This is a simple example. You can go further into segmentation if you have the right data. On the right, you have a partial automation, basically, because the first, so the flow is triggered also when a new subscriber is added, and the first email is automated. But then we kind of guessing here that some work is being done in the background by people. And what we want to check is that new customers made a purchase during 5 days. So if the purchase was not made during 5 days, we want our managers to take an individual approach. So that's why here it is automated in the beginning and then handed over to a person. So this is full versus partial automation. And let's see more specific examples of convertible, as Edhard is asking exactly. So convertible triggers and sample examples of the flows that actually do work. So the biggest open rate that you can get in emails comes from the welcome email chain. This might sound boring or too obvious, but this is just as in a regular brick and mortar store. greet your potential customers, greet new customers, and guide them, track their journey with you, and guide them to the purchase, or guide them to the second purchase with you and to repeating. So what you can do there is tell about your most relevant offer, give options to learn more. You can also send information, so support this information with customer testimonials, some reviews, maybe if you have those. If you have a complicated product, doesn't matter if it's online or offline. You can send guides that help people use the product earlier and better. And it's good always to address common pain points. So you are just kind of guessing what your customer is thinking right now and what they need right now. And you need to address this in your communication. For this reason, it is easier to start doing this in the beginning. When the journey just begins, it's more common. The pain points are easier to predict. And also, you can understand that the opening rate is quite high, and because the person is very interested in your product, and later they can lose interest actually. And why I'm suggesting a flow is because you're essentially guessing what will trigger interest from your customer. So if you send one email, it's one guess. If you send 2-3 emails, it's more possibility for you to guess and actually draw your customer in the communication. So this is what we did for onboarding and SendPulse. So we have a personalized onboarding for a certain segment. And the first email is automated. So the moment the person enters the segment, they get an email. And then we needed to send a reminder, but we realized that the first email gets up to 60% open rate. The interaction is great, but the second email needs to come a few days later. And at this point, the customer journey and customer progress is so different that we cannot guess what our customers need. So we have a template that we personalize to contact these customers. Of course, this is not scalable to every SendPulse user. This has to be used for a segment, but it is fit for purpose. And for all users, what we can do is full automation, obviously. So this is for welcome email. Again, it works for online services. It works for B2B, B2C, basically any industry you find. If you have a regular store and you can get the email of your customer for some loyalty program, also you can involve this. Abandoned cart, I have to mention it because for e-commerce, this is one of the biggest drivers of sales, basically. So again, I'm very hesitant to share the numbers because they can vary, and they are also usually presented for the successful implementation, but you can get 10-15% from abandoned cart emails based on our experience, based on experience of our partners in SendPulse and their customers, and of course based on the researches I looked up additionally to prepare for today's presentation. Abandoned cart makes sense because up to 70% of carts get abandoned, and the open rate is quite high, can go up to 50%. So the chances of actually person buying after receiving this particular email are high. The only thing is abandoned cart sometimes requires more intricate technical setting. So that's why I would say this is not the first thing to automate, but it definitely is can be very profitable. And talking about omni-channel communication, multi-channel communication, the question is often, how do I bring my email subscribers to the chatbot, to messengers, and vice versa? Basically, you need to give some value to the person. to make them share their additional contact. And order updates is a very good option for this. So you promise to send order status update to the very easy messenger to access, and the person will more likely join and then get other updates from you later. So talking about omni-channel communication, it sounds great, but it is challenging. So I will not hide that, and I will not say that it's so easy to use different channels, because you need to marry contacts from email messengers. Make sure that you don't send too much to a single person. So SendPulse is great. It's a great all-in-one solution that offers both ways to easily combine different tools which are advanced on their own, but also SendPulse allows people who are working as agencies, developers, integrators, also allows them to do even more with the API that we have. So if you're starting, you will have all the functionality there, all the integrations without coding. But if you know how to code and use API, then you get even bigger scale of opportunity. Let's move to messengers. We talked a little bit about email and omni-channel, and let's look at messengers specifically. I think that the ideal state for entrepreneurs in 2025 is you have an online chat button on your website and a few social media pages. All chats go to an automated reply flow, which is often managed by an AI agent. So the AI agent guides the customer 24/7, closes the sale, and schedules a follow-up communication to urge the customer to return for another purchase. Right now, there are some limitations that prevent most businesses from doing this. Maybe in the future, maybe even not such a distant future. But for now, you can automate initial communication with your customers, get basic information, and then hand over to a human. So this is a good thing to start. You can use quizzes or useful downloads to start the conversation, and this will help to reduce workload on your people that are working answering the questions on social media. For example, Instagram offers a starting menu. It nudges the customer to trigger the automation applicable to them. So to make it relevant, you don't just send something, you make the customer trigger it. WhatsApp has a lot of options as well. If you are scared to let AI speak directly to your customers, you can use it as your manager's assistant, and we will look into more detail of this in the next slides. So first, Instagram automation. Right now, we see that it's very relevant for e-commerce and expert influencers who are probably using our Instagram automation the most. You can use it. You probably saw these comments that please write by in the comments and get the guide, for example, on how to close high ticket sales in under an hour. So people comment, and then you have a public comment published like, thanks, check your DMs, and you have a comment or a message in the DMs going to the person with the guide. Also, if you're selling something online, price and reply questions about price can also be automated. So Instagram automation is definitely a big hit right now. As I mentioned before, AI can be your automation assistant, your personal assistant to your managers. Simply here, it's about WhatsApp, so the automation was in WhatsApp, but it can be applied to any messenger now. So it started from our agency partner who was doing this for their clients. And now it's available, it's built into the SendPulse AI step. So you don't need coding skills to ask GPT for a brief summary to be provided in notes. And this is how it helps. Before, the client enters the chatbot and interacts with it, answers some questions, chooses some options, and then the conversation is handed over to the person. And the person needs to scroll the whole conversation, try to summarize it, understand what's going on, and then answer. So now the person enters the conversation, and already there is a note that only the manager sees that says, basically gives the summary of what happened, what the person needs, and the context. Sorry. So this is quite helpful. It is advanced on the one hand, but also very easy to implement on the other. And the last thing to briefly touch upon is the content. So my presentation is very general, so the content is always very tied to specific industry and product and business model. But the universal tips are probably the three that I can choose, which are to make the message feel more personal, try to focus on one thing in particular, and basically just make sure that if you can't use the context, that you're using the timing right. So for automated emails, it's either words that make it personal or the timing, again, as I've said. For instance, here you have an automation on your website. A person saw the pop-up, subscribe to get 10% off your first purchase, left their email, got the discount. So what happens next? You definitely don't want them to wait for your next marketing campaign. So you can send them something, but you're not yet clear what. So here are three options. The first one looks like a personal message, but it's too generic, not triggering, not touching any emotions. Option 2 is just a banner. So again, it's pretty, but it's not triggering and you're not interested to scroll to see more. The third option is it's good. So if you don't know the specific product, you can come in with your bestsellers. You can use browsing information or subscription page for segmentation if you have this information available. But even talking about your bestsellers and then supporting with some other information is much, much better. So here what you can do is basically experiment, try 2-3 messages in a row and see what is more relevant for your audience. So I think I'm close to running out of time, and I really want to answer any questions if you have them. So today, what we did is we addressed the reality and fear that you might have regarding marketing communications automation. I shared a 3-question test to pick what to automate, and we went through the most impactful touch points to automate for online stores and other businesses, experts, influencers. Here is 2 fresh thoughts from this slide, basically to add to everything I said before. First, don't forget to test before launching, because I'm always surprised that many people create an automation and connect it to a live website before even testing properly the full flow. And second thought is, even though it's automation, do track the statistics regularly. So in the beginning, it should be every day. And then when you see that everything is okay, track it at least every week, just to make sure that the automation goes smoothly and nothing went wrong. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please reach out to me directly on LinkedIn. We also have a great partnership program. If someone who is listening is working with clients, you can not only register with SendPulse, but also apply to our partnership program. And in the presentation, I will have links for this. I think that we have a special offer for people registering to SendPulse today. Olena will remind you as well about it later. Thank you very much. If there are any questions, I would gladly answer them.
Oh yeah, Natalia, thank you very much. Thank you for the walkthrough on messaging and email automation. Really important and so actionable topic. I'm sure that it's a great solution for businesses and managers who would like to win a competition and make their life easier. And there are a lot of benefits for the customer too, because of the personalized communication and quick replies. So I can see that there are several questions in the chat, and I offer to start with the first question from Edhard. Okay, and talking about automation in European region, there is necessary to collect customers' consents for marketing communication with cookie banner. Could you please share your best practices that may help for? Any thoughts?
That's an interesting question. I think here probably what would help is to understand what challenges you're facing currently, because it is mandatory, and we do, for example, in SendPulse, we have websites functionality as well, and we have pop-ups that you can activate for cookies, for the consent to connect cookies for the cookie banner. It definitely is a problem just because it exists. Obviously, we all want to collect data right away as marketeers. But I think that here the only option is just to show it, because there is no other thing to do. And then the design, there are different options that it's hard to describe right now just with words.
Okay, thank you very much. And before asking Natalia another question, I'd just ask you, please, we have about 80 minutes to answer your questions. So if you have your questions related to your business, your tasks, email marketing, chatbots, messaging, automation, so please leave your questions in the chat on YouTube, and Natalia will answer your question. So the next question is, could you please also share the most convertible in conversions triggers that are applicable in SendPulse system for automation? Maybe you can share some insights.
I'm trying to think that what to add to what I have already talked about. Probably I would like to highlight, if we're talking about SendPulse specifically, that we all think that automation, or many of us think that automation is something that happens maybe in email, or that it's only related to communication. If we're talking about SendPulse, I think the good thing that we see more and more customers do is they combine email or chatbot and CRM. Especially probably chatbot and CRM is a combination that we see more and more. And the reason is exactly what I was saying, that full automation is quite hard to do. So it's very hard to predict each and every different customer journey step. So it's hard even in, not in emails, but in messengers, to build fully automated chatbot without AI. And definitely you need to connect a person at some point. And at this moment, it becomes very complicated. So CRM that is integrated with chatbots is the maybe not the most obvious solution, and many people think about it separately, but it's helpful, and the combination of automation and actual human managers is the best that works. AI can be added. It's very popular right now, and customers are adding it basically at almost any stage. And you need to know how to work with the AI. This is the first complication probably, but it's becoming easier and easier each day. And again, if you want to cover all customers, you still need the combination where your some automation, then AI and your manager can work together and not waste time for handovers. So that's again where automation between messengers, AI, and CRM can be the most beneficial, and you can do this in SendPulse. This integration is built in.
Okay, thank you very much for such a detailed answer. So, okay, and another question from Edhard. Talking about email, could you share the best practices about deliverability? How there is a huge challenge enter to the inbox folder, let's say about Google account, but not in promotions. Really interesting.
Yes,
22.
this is actually probably one of the reasons why welcome email and the onboarding flow is so important. Because often you actually need the person to search for your email in their inbox. And this will not happen if you collect the email and then send some marketing promotion 2 weeks later. So in the modern life, with the speed of modern life and with the number of emails and even messages on WhatsApp coming in, basically your message needs to be relevant, at least from the start. The person needs to look for it. So start early. As I said, welcome email just at that point. If you can send order updates or some updates that are definitely relevant, it also helps to improve your deliverability. And something that is probably an eternal question and eternal challenge. Our customers come to SendPulse and they say, we want to send emails to as many potential customers as possible. We have the big amount of people who bought from us in the last 5 years, and we want to contact them all. And we will always make a recommendation not to do this because it will not be effective. So it will be effective if you take the people who actually remember you. So 5 years back, probably many of them will not remember you. So take people who interacted with your brand in the last few months. Maybe it will be a smaller amount, but you will get better results in the end. So you definitely need to engage all ways possible and available to you to actually talk to and communicate, send emails to those who remember you and will even look for communication from you. Hope that answers your question.
Yeah, thank you very much. Also, I would like to say thank you to Edhard for your questions.
Yes.
You are getting the most out of the Nataliya's session. And we are getting to another question from Edhard. So, share please advantages SendPulse compared to Bloomreach, Synrise, or Eloqua. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yes, these are quite specific tools, and I think the biggest advantage of SendPulse compared to any tool, and here I just can say this with confidence, that we have a very advanced email tool with very advanced automations. And all of this together with chatbots functional and messengers automation, Instagram, WhatsApp, Telegram, online chat automation, Facebook Messenger. And this automation is also very advanced. And you have this all in one place where you can also connect your CRM. So it's quite unique to have this all in one place and available to you basically in one module. And also what our customers and partners say, what they really like about SendPulse is the customer support that is live 24/7, and it's actual people talking to you right when you have the question, not in 3 days. And also the speed of new releases. So we have new functionality coming every day. Basically, it's a smaller one, probably bigger one every week or bi-weekly. So what you see today will be quite different and much more advanced in a month or 2 months.
Okay, so thank you very much. I can see a couple more questions in the chat. Natalia, if you have such an opportunity, some time to answer questions in the chat from your YouTube account, it will be great that I can see that it's timing for the moment. Thank you very much. Thank you for your session. Maybe you would like to add something or highlight before wrapping up your session.
I just encourage everyone to try and launch an automation this week or next week at latest, because automations can really improve your performance, your product performance, your sales. So start small and build on it, repeat, experiment, and scale your automations, basically to improve your business performance. So my message is just start doing something and automating something.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. It was awesome.
Thank you, everyone.
So
Thank
have
you.
a great rest of the day.
You
Natalia.
too. Bye.
Bye. So guys, just we have ended the Natalia session. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your comments in the chat. I would like to highlight our offer for you, for all new users Natalia mentioned. The organizer of the live conference is SendPulse marketing automation platform, and we offer $25 coupon for all new users, and you can use this bonus to activate a paid plan and integrate the advanced features of SendPulse into your marketing strategy just today. So you just need to activate the coupon by registering in SendPulse before June 21st, 2025, and the bonus is valid until November 21st, 2025. So thank you very much. So you can register just, okay, I wasn't correct, but let it be. Thank you very much. So I can see that 2 minutes left to the session of YEHOR HERASYMCHUK, and I would like to remind you about our community where you can get the guide key digital marketing trends. If you join the community, you will have 2 bonuses. The first one I just mentioned, a guide key digital marketing trends 2025 for SendPulse community members, and the slides will be available for download. Tomorrow we will share them in the SendPulse community, so please join if you haven't done it yet. So thank you very much, and I can see that YEHOR is already here, and we can start his session. So friends, please welcome YEHOR HERASYMCHUK, DOTS platform founder and CEO, co-founder and CTO at Mr. M. Uh, so DOTS platform team develops SaaS solutions for automating food delivery businesses in Ukraine and beyond. They deliver food from restaurants all over Ukraine for more than 10 years and operating in 20 cities across the country, as well as in the United States, Spain, in the Dominican Republic. And YEHOR will cover building effective customer support without expensive tools, but using SendPulse chatbots. Hi, YEHOR. Welcome to the conference. So excited to have you here speaking today. How's the day going?
Thank you very much. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me and covering up my bio. I'm really excited to share our experience with you guys.
Thank you. So let's go ahead. Friends, feel free to leave your questions in the live chat. So enjoy it. YEHOR, here you are.
Okay, let's go. Thank you, Elena, to introducing me. I will skip this slide. And today we are going to we'll be talking about whether it's possible to build efficient customer support without using effective tools. And specifically, I'll be showing how to do this using SendPulse chats, of course. Okay, and we'll explore two directions. One is B2B side. Our product is Dots platform, where we work with restaurant and their partners, and we help them to launch their white label solution. And another business, it is B2C. I would rather say B2B2C side. It is Mr. a food delivery service that connects restaurants and customers. We'll also briefly look into the topic of AI in support and shares. I will share some thoughts with you on how and when it makes sense to use AI in support. Dots platform is a B2B SaaS solution that provides mobile applications, websites for restaurants. Everything is launched within no-code tools and managed through our admin panel. Restaurants get full control within just 2 weeks, including automation, campaign tools, and integrations, of course, including SendPulse for both chats and emails. And talking about Mr. it is our B2C food delivery marketplace that operates now in 20 Ukrainian cities. Users can pick their city, choose restaurant, and place an order. That's it. And yes, our competitors are platforms like Glovo, Uber Eats, DoorDash, etc. And it's really, really competitive market. And what is our key difference? We are operationally profitable. We are not losing money thanks to automations and minimizing our operational costs. We have served more than 1 million users, and we've made over 3 million deliveries to really hungry customers. According to our data from Mr. only 23% of orders come via the website. 75% of orders made through our mobile applications, and only 2% are made via phone calls and chats. That 2% might sound small, but it's still a significant number, and these customers are really matters. Since we don't use AI for this, we rely on human support engines, real people solving real food-related problems. Technically, our support is handled via two main channels. Phone calls is more expensive since one engine can only handle one call at a time. He couldn't speak with two clients meanwhile. Chats are more efficient, allowing one engine to handle more than 10 chats at once. So we actively encourage communications through chats, and it's simpler, cheaper, and more scalable. So If we are talking about our services, we launched it more than 10 years ago, and until 2025, we've used in-app messenger in our application and website based on Chatra. It was a Russian provider. And after 2022, we've decided to fully remove it and began searching for alternatives. Previously, support looked like a simple widget embedded into the website application, but this widget wasn't user friendly. If user close the tab or application, notifications might not even reach them. So it was really a problem for us. So we evaluated solutions like HelpCrunch, Crisp, InfoBeep, Intercom, and also SendPulse, which really stood out. SendPulse offered seamless support via Telegram, Viber, and even WhatsApp for us, and Instagram chats, Meta, Facebook Messenger, and it also gave us a panel for operators. And for me, I hope you're pretty familiar with Ukrainian neobank Monobank because it reminded us of supported this bank, where support happens directly into your favorite messenger, not in the bank application. And we ran a user survey to better understand which communication channels our clients prefer. And results were very clear. For Ukrainian clients, Telegram and Viber are leading the way in terms of conversation and popularity. And even more insight to give us you an idea how this look like in practice on Mistram, our food delivery service. 90% of all chat-based support interactions happens through Telegram, while only 10% goes through Viber. However, we decided to keep both options, and here is why. SendPulse handles all channels equally well. From the operator's perspective, there is no difference between responding to Telegram chat or Viber chat. The interface and experience are exactly the same via panels of SendPulse. In fact, SendPulse even supports WhatsApp if you want to go further. But in our case, Telegram is by far the dominant platform, and it has become a primary messaging tool for most Ukrainians right now. And we ask ourselves, how long and how much would it take to build a monobank style support? Surprisingly, not much. Because we were switching from one provider to another, we had time. And while most companies spend thousands of dollars on similar systems, we found SendPulse. Thank you guys for that. We found SendPulse to be affordable or even free at small scales. So, SendPulse, it really can be free, and you can integrate it only less than just 1 hour. Okay, let's dive deeper. Let's walk through the process. User journey. User opens our Mistram application. They go to the sidebar and click support. They choose their messenger, Telegram or Viber. And then they're redirected to the Telegram chat and click one button, start. First thing, we ask a phone number. For us, without phone number, we cannot identify the user. And once they share it, we instantly know who they are, what they ordered, and where they are, and everything is shown inside of SendPulse for the operator, thankfully to the integrations. In the operator's interface, they see phone number, city, order history, cashback balance, allergies, unknowns, and this is really a screenshot from work in business and how it works in Mistram. Everything is integrated from our CRM and displayed directly inside of SendPulse. As far as I know, SendPulse offers wide range of ready-made integrations with popular CRM systems, making it easy to connect your support chat with your existing business infrastructure. But we have our own written system platform, and that's why we've developed an integration by ourselves. And now let's take a look at some real use cases, how we are leveraging chat-based support in action, and how it helps us to serve customers more effectively. Let's look at some real examples. So, case one. Can I add a Coke? Customer could ask. The operator cannot just adjust the order price, just add this Coke to your order. They must contact the restaurant, confirm that it is possible to add this Coke, that they have it, and see if the courier haven't taken this order from the restaurant. So see if timing allows to add something extra to your order. And one of the most questions we get through support chats is, you know what? Where is my order? And I'm sure you've been there. You've ordered lunch and now you're hungry and waiting. The courier seems to be 3 minutes and 40 seconds late. Oh, how could he? And that's enough to make some people reach out. We're thankful when customers choose to message us in chat instead of calling the hotline. It's just an insight. Many people today prefer chatting, even if they're upset. It's easier to complain via text than to speak with someone on the phone. The good news is once we receive a message, we've already know the user's phone previously and their latest order. And that means we can instantly check the order status. And sometimes we even call the operator can call the courier directly to ask if everything is okay or to understand why there is a delay. Delays can happen. GPS might cut out or the courier might be stuck in traffic. This is real world, and that's where our mobile apps really shines. Since 75% of all our orders come through the mobile application, we've built features that show the courier's real-time location and status directly in the application. There is no need for customer to go and ask about the order, but sometimes really something goes wrong. And in these cases, we need a real user to understand and to communicate with their hungry client, because even AI couldn't help us in this. Another real-world example, courier delay and compensations, how we use with these hungry clients and with our fuck-ups. In many cases, the courier simply gets delayed or temporarily lost, and it happens often more often than you might think. So one of our most common tasks in support is to check the courier's location in the real time. Whenever we detect a delay, we've already prepared a response to handle this situation. For example, if the delivery is significantly late, we offer a customer a promo code for free delivery as a compensation for next time, and it's built in our support flow and helps to turn a bad experience into a positive one. Whenever we see that the issue was on our side, maybe the courier was late or something went wrong with the order due to our own mistake, we tend to take responsibility and offer immediate compensation. This might be, as I said, a promo code, cashback, or in one common case, a missing item from the order. For example, a customer orders 5 pizzas and receives only 4 pizzas. In this situation, our operator can investigate. They check the user history, his orders, contact the restaurant directly, even ask if there is a camera footage to verify what happened. Really, if restaurant missing a pizza, not a customer fooling of us. and then they work out a fair situation, and that could be, for example, a free pizza and a dessert with a customer to the next order, or even delivering the missing pizza right away as a compensation, giving some dessert as a compensation. This kind of situations demands a personal human approach, and something we don't delegate to AI. I think that we need to understand what happened without AI right now. Maybe in some time we could delegate it to AI agents. But why right now we are not doing? Because we are not dealing with thousands of messages per hour. Most requests still benefit from empathy and clear communication with real people, especially when it involves coordination with the third parties like restaurants or couriers. To simplify and streamline our support process, we found another powerful tool inside SendPulse: automation chains. These chains have made a huge difference in our daily operations. We've pre-configured over 50 ready-to-use replies, and depending on what the customer asks, the operator simply clicks to send a pre-written response. No need to rewrite or to refresh each time. And we don't need to jump into OpenAI to generate an answer for every question. We don't need to spend money on this. In most cases, customers are asking similar things and getting the same clear response. It's really not a problem for them. We regularly analyze our conversations to identify repeatable questions and to add them to the automation flows. Just with a single click, the operator sends a helpful, consistent reply in a second. And of course, our operators are still real people working in shifts on laptops or desktop computers, but tools like this help them work faster and stay focused on what really matters. And now let's move on to what might be the most interesting part of this talk. Just a quick question to you. Have any of you ever set up a chatbot integration by yourself? Just comment plus or minus. Have you done this before? So I will really, really appreciate your response right now. And because just see that no minus, just put plus minus to help me. No minus. Okay, it's really fantastic to you, because when it comes to SendPulse, I have to say it's actually incredibly simple to get started, even if you are not a developer. First of all, the documentation is excellent, and I've included a direct link into my presentation, and you can really get everything set up quite quickly. But if reading documentation isn't your thing, no worries. I've also included a visual example of our own automation flow, so you can see exactly how it works in real life setup, and to see how it is really, really easy configured. So here is a look at our main automation chain, and it's actually very simple. First, the chat opens. Then we check, do we already have this person's contact info? So phone number. If not, we prompt them to share their phone, and we include a clickable button to make that super easy. Just one button, share your number with us. And this is exactly what I showed earlier at the chatbot example. It's the same flow. In the same flow. After that, we make an API request. This is probably the most technical step, because it involves integrating an external system, either our own backend service or your CRM. Once we receive the data in any format, we are using JSON, we pass it back into the SendPulse system, and from there we can use it However, we want it to in our support or automation logic. And here is a real example of JSON response we get from the API. Feel free to share it directly with your developer as an example. It will make their job much easier and help speed up the integration process. Once SendPulse receives this JSON response, we can easily display the return CRM data directly inside the SendPulse interface. That way, the operator sees everything nicely formatted, knows this JSON, no code, only pretty looking interface. All the key information is available in one place right when it's needed. So, and you need to make this integration only once. And honestly, that's about it in terms of setup. That's all. You only need to configure 4 basic blocks, make 2 API calls, and you're done. Magic. It's really not that complicated as it seems at first glance. In fact, you have a low order volume. You can even skip the CRM integration. And things will still work smoothly. So even if you don't have a CRM, don't have a developer to integrate it with your system, no worries. You can do it without this, and it also should work. One of our mottos is don't overcomplicate things unless you absolutely have to. Do not overcomplicate. And when it comes to just artificial intelligence, I know that SendPulse has a lot of exciting tools, especially around OpenAI integration and workflow automation. And yes, I think that in some cases, AI could definitely help us to automate certain types of questions. And you could use it to quickly provide detailed answers, especially if you're trying to tell something or guide a user through different options. But in our specific case, we use SendPulse chats mostly for support and complex, not standard solutions. This often involves external communication, calling a restaurant, coordinating with couriers, resolving issues that currently AI still isn't ready to handle on its own. So instead of going all in on AI, we often take a different approach. We simplify the process itself. For example, if user doesn't know where the order is, maybe we don't need AI to answer that. Maybe we just need to visually highlight the order status, the order location in our application. Or if we are using Telegram bots, just add a big button labeled "Where is my order?" So the user never even needs to type the question. And same goes for another common request. When will my food arrive? Instead of waiting for the customer to ask, we just send a push notification or SMS as soon as the restaurant accepts the order. That's not AI. It's just a smart process design, I should say that, and where we making money. At the same time, you don't need to be careful with AI. That's a lot of hype, and while it can make your life easier, it can also create more complexity than it really solves. So AI, not always an answer. From my experience, if you're a solo founder handling support and client communication yourself, AI can really help. It takes care of repetitive replies or generates templates for you. But if you have a small team, AI might not save you much, either in time or even in money. So, as a conclusion, for small medium businesses, I would say that AI is a cool assistant, but not a must-have right now. On other hand, if you are a large enterprise or a big e-commerce brand with hundreds of just simulating chats, and with more than 100 support agents, then even automating then just 10% of that workload can really mean. And what are my personal conclusions? Just talking about this. Oh, just see that there are pretty much questions, and I'll be happy to cover it after my topic, after my presentation. So, what about conclusions? Chat is the new standard for customer support. Phone calls are becoming less common. Just most people today would rather send a message than make a call. 5 years ago, everyone used to place a big, this call will call back you in 30 seconds, big button on the website. Today, that button should be chat with us right now, and you need to be ready to answer instantly, not even less than in 30 seconds. In our case, Telegram is far more popular than Viber in Ukraine among our B2C marketplace users. That's largely because our audience is younger, and for them, Telegram is go-to channel. And here's the best part. SendPulse gives you fast, easy, and even free way to get started. If you're just beginning, or if you only have a few chats a day, it can be free and extremely affordable. Setup takes less than 1 hour, and you'll immediately save time, money, and effort compared to more complex platforms. Just my advice: start simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Avoid building complex funnels or override technical workflows at the beginning. Only scale up and complexity when you really need it. Yes, and what's to do next? By the way, quick show. Just question to you. Who here is already using SendPulse chatbots? If yes, type plus. If not, type minus. Are there any SendPulse users right now? Just I'm genuinely curious how many of you are already running support through SendPulse chats and using it. Just minus or plus, it will be helpful for me. And if you haven't tried it, I highly encourage you to test it out. Set up a bot, connect a chat. It's super easy. And if you already have a CRM, go ahead and integrate SendPulse with it. If you are not a developer, just ask yours honestly. It shouldn't take more than 2, maybe 3 hours on any platform to hook it up using a basic API endpoint. And it's not only technically simple, but it's also affordable. You don't need to pay hundreds of dollars. You don't have to pay. You can use a special promo code, just by the way, which ALINA have told about. And most importantly, moving support into messengers will significantly reduce the number of phone calls and speed up your response time and cut your support costs. Once again, you can launch this today for free in less than an hour. So just you can implement this today. Why not give it a try? Just one question to you. And now I'm happy to open it up for your questions. And if there is anything that I didn't cover, anything you're curious about regarding customer support, implementation, or how we are really using SendPulse in action, I would be glad to share more and answer in detail.
Oh, YEHOR, thank you very much. Thank you for the insightful session. Lots of valuable takeaways to think about. We really appreciate you sharing your experience and practical tips with us today. And thank you for being our clients for years. And let's turn to the questions. So I can see several questions in the chat. So the first question from Anastasia, can it be used in WhatsApp or only Telegram?
It's a really good question. I think that it is question not to me. It's question to you, Elena. Could we use SendPulse chat automations with WhatsApp?
Of course, but I think that the best this question can be answered if our support or sales team answer it. But maybe question more about countries. You run businesses in different countries, and is Telegram the most demanded platform, or WhatsApp is used too?
Okay. Yes. No. Just to answer this short, yes, it can be used in WhatsApp. So it's really no doesn't matter for SendPulse, because SendPulse can aggregate all chats within one control panel, and it's really not a problem for you as a business. So if you have customers in WhatsApp, in Instagram, in Meta, in Facebook Messenger, you can just integrate with everything and have all these conversations just in one place. For us, we are using I was talking about a business, Mr. Ram, about Ukrainian business. In Ukraine, WhatsApp is not so popular as Telegram or Viber. And even for our customers are just people around 25, 40 years old. And that's why most of all our customers have Telegram chats, and they select Telegram chat as their main channel to communicate with. So we haven't any request to add WhatsApp or Meta for this. So just okay, we ignore. We remember that I've said, do not overcomplicate it. Just do it by request and listen to your customers.
Yeah, I agree, absolutely agree. And I can confirm that you can integrate WhatsApp for sure. And my support can confirmed it in the chat. So thank you very much. So another question from Anastasia. Do you have any cases when this type of automation failed your business? Tricky question.
It's really a tricky question, but if we're talking about automation, mostly just a human factor. For example, you can just miss which automation chain you're launching, and it could be done by mistake, but mostly there are no big fails in these cases, because we are using real people. So there are real people who can decide what they are doing, what they're making. So we are not guessing with some kind of AIs about questions. So if the person asks us to add some, just can you add extra cheese to my burger? We will contact restaurant and ask directly a restaurant to add an extra cheese. It won't be AI would just asking the customer, okay, you want a new cheese? You want a new cheeseburger? What do you want? And just will give to restaurant a comment like, user wants extra cheese separately. Just put it not in the burger. So we are not using this type of AI, not and this type of automation. We are using like to help operators to with quick responses, and that's why that was for us maybe the why we are not implementing AI right now, because the cost of mistake will be more than we just will make profit on it.
Okay, thank you. And the next question is from Chloe. Where should a business start if they want to build support with no big budget?
Oh, I would recommend you SendPulse. Of course, SendPulse recommended. It's not, and it's not a joke, and it's not because we are in this conference. Because really, you could start a support without the budget at all. For example, I was launching a small coffee business in Spain, in Valencia, and I also built a support chart within SendPulse without money on a freemium plan with zero cost. So you could go with a SendPulse and until you have really big amount of clients, you won't pay nothing. So you are paying for chats, and your chats depends on the number of your orders.
Thank you very much. I can confirm that all our flows for events are set with SendPulse automation, email marketing automation, chatbot automation, and I can't imagine what we would do if we don't have such tool. So for me, it's just a must-have, and it's so convenient. Thank you. So let's turn to another question from Anastasia. Can this type of communication work for B2B business?
Yes, it's really good question about B2B. B2B. Honestly, we are using for B2B communication another tool, not SendPulse, because we have built on not only chats, we are building like a full support system with documentations, with ticket systems, and for B2B. We don't have large amount of requests, but still I think that it can be easily done through SendPulse chats. So why not? That like every business, so you will have a bot, business will communicate with you, ask about anything, and even you can integrate AI answers for your business clients. You can integrate it with any system, with any database, because you can make any API call. So it definitely could be built with SendPulse.
Oh, thank you. And one more question. What other platform or platforms do you also use in addition for customer support or maybe marketing automation?
For market automation, for example, for us, one of the most usable marketing automation is push notifications directly to mobile application. As I have said, we have more than 75% of orders made within mobile applications. Only around 20% are made within the website. So we are communicating with our client just thankfully to push notifications, and we are not using email marketing for hungry customers. When if you are hungry, you want to eat just right now, not when you're opening your email and just thinking, I will eat. So it's about instant request. So instant emotion, just send in a whole promotion via push notification. But still, we are using SMS and Viber automations, and we are using SendPulse for it. So we are sending SMS messages within SendPulse, and push notifications are sent by our platform. So we have built our own platform as developers, and we can do it. But if we're talking about email platform, it can be easily done by SendPulse. And other platforms, we are using Crisp. I don't know if it is to mention them, are your competitors or not, but we are using Crisp to B2B communication and for documentation. So all our public documentation about our product is covered on Crisp.
Okay, thank you very much. And it can seem that I asked you to talk about SendPulse and just about SendPulse today, but I'm not, so I didn't ask. But thank you very much. I love the fact that you are our clients and you love SendPulse, and it
I love SendPulse because we're basically from one city. I'm from Chernihiv, originally from Chernihiv, from Ukraine, northern part of Ukraine, and SendPulse also was founded in Chernihiv, and that's why we started many years ago, and we use a lot of features of SendPulse, and really love them. And not only chatbots, not only this, but this part is really where SendPulse is good.
Yeah, thank you. I can see that there are no questions in the chat, no more questions. So, but I have a couple of questions. And could you please answer how fast can a business see results after launching a support chatbot?
Oh, it's really a good question. Maybe a tricky one about how fast. Could say that within 10 minutes you could see a result, because within 1 minute, as far as you set up integration, you can receive and communicate with all of your customers within one platform. So within 1 minute, you could see really that it works. If you didn't have anything before, you will see it right now. But if you have something, if you have some before, I would say that you need to just to understand how maybe you will reduce the amount of money that you spend on these services before. For example, or you can understand one of our cases. You have 10 operators in support, but when you switch to Telegram chats, we only need 8 people in our support team. So just it's also was a significant amount of money just to automate some processes and to reduce routine. But we don't fire this person. We just focus them on making other things better. So for us, it was like maybe in 2 or 3 months we just see a big difference for our business. That really help us. And also for our clients, it was significantly great decision to switch from support within built-in messenger in application to Telegram chats. It's also where our users say to us, "Wow, finally you've made it." So I should say that maybe it was worth it, and it was the most valuable part of this of switching.
YEHOR, thank you very much. I would like to ask a lot of questions, but I can see that it's almost time to start our panel discussion. So thank you very much. Thank you for your insightful presentation. Maybe you would like to add something or highlight before leaving us today.
I will just say one thing. Try to do it right now, right away, just after this conference. Just try it. Give it a try. Do not be scared. It's really easy.
Yeah, thank you. I liked it. Like it. Thank you. And have a great rest of the day. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you. Take
Bye.
care. Bye bye.
Oh, guys, I can see a lot of information today. Are you still with us? Are you still live? Are you ready to start panel discussion? I can see that we have 25, 26 viewers and the amount is changing and some of you are joining. And please let me know in the chat. Just say yes, you are here, you are ready to start and to join our conversation. And before getting to the panel discussion, I would like to remind you that we will have, uh, after panel discussion, one more session dedicated to how to use AI to supercharge your social media by Katie Knox, social media trainer, founder of Key and Communications. So it will be great. I believe that if you remember, I mentioned that I had a look at her presentation and it was so interesting, fascinating for me. Yeah, I can see your comments in the chat. So Salomia here, Edhard here, and okay. And so I would like to highlight about certificates. Everyone can receive a certificate of attendance today. We'll share a special form during the second part of the conference, but the second part of the conference is beginning right now. So after the panel discussion, in the live chat, you will see the link to the special form where you will get your certificate of attendance. So I'm happy to open the panel discussion, Marketing Automation Trends 2025. And I also invite all our attendees to join the conversation in the chat because we will have 5 questions, 5 quick questions in a Blitz format. And I'm so excited to invite to the session our participants, Olivia Milton, Fractional CMO and AI-powered growth strategist, and ALINA DYKUHA, Fractional CMO in B2B projects, Ex-CMO SendPulse, and IT Arena Conference. Welcome to the panel discussion, and please, Alina, Olivia, introduce yourself and say a couple of words about your day. So please start.
Okay,
Hello.
yeah, Olivia, let's start. Okay, let me be first then. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Olivia Milton. I am ex-CMO at Reply.io, cold outreach platform, and now going to be a fractional CMO, starting my new journey. I have more than 10 years of B2B marketing experience and joined the company when it was kind of a little startup. Left the company when it was such a big, mature business. In my experience, I think we passed it all. I think it was from process building to shaping our brand to scaling it to scaling to the new verticals and new geographies. It was such a great story. Right now, I am exploring the ways to automate marketing processes with AI, and not just AI, but the systems that actually allow to automate like no-code tools to automate process with no-code tools and AI. It's just like a superpower that allows to do much more tasks much quicker. Thank you.
Thank you, Olivia. Thank you for joining us today. So, Alina, welcome to introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for this event, and especially thank you, SendPulse, that you make such a great events and do it every month, I think. And my name is Alina. I am CMO in a Fractional, and right now it's my new story that I have. And in the past, I had an experience like CMO SendPulse and CMO IT Arena. It's the biggest conference in Ukraine. And I have, I think, more than 10 years, like Olivia, and in marketing. And it was startups, it was SaaS especially. And right now I help to grow with marketing strategy to scale in different markets with companies, especially B2B SaaS. And it's my focus right now. And I love AI. I think that it's not now, it's not a future, it's about right now. And when, for example, we find a new marketer specialist in teams with I right now working, especially we ask about AI experience, about automation, about what people think about it, and after this we understand its match or no. And I believe in that, and I think that today we will have a great discussion. Thank you.
No, Alina, thank you very much. Thank you for joining. Happy that you are here today. So let's start with some questions, and we will start from a blitz round, just quick replies. So the first question is email campaigns or chatbot campaigns, which drives better engagement for you?
Chatbot campaigns.
Email campaigns.
Oh, interesting, but let's discuss it a bit later. So let's set the order. Maybe Alina will be first and Olivia will be the second, so it will be more convenient. Okay, and the second question is automated workflows or manual segmentation, which is more effective to achieve goals on a daily basis? Automated workflows or manual segmentation?
Automated
Alina, what would you
workflows.
say?
Every automated workflows.
Great, I'll agree. So the third one, junior marketing specialist or ChatGPT plus subscription?
Junior marketing specialist.
Junior marketing specialist with ChatGPT Plus subscription.
Yeah.
Advanced mode. Yeah, agree.
Why to choose?
Yes. And the fourth question, which marketing trend do you think it's time to say goodbye to in 2025?
I think that I don't have one word because it's like trends, but I try to explain, especially for B2B, to be more in depth than flash, and to be not very officially, I think. Be close to your audience.
Thank you.
I would probably agree and add that it's about to stop spray and pray. Unfortunately, it doesn't work and it never worked that way. I mean, you need to get the signal that someone is ready for the next step. And like you cannot convert everyone. And we need to be very clear and very frank about that.
Yeah, I agree. I remember one of our previous speakers from the last conference bring the question, are you ready to make a proposal on the first date? So it's something similar. Great. Okay. Fifth question, ending the blitz round. In one word, what's the future of marketing automation?
I have an association with words now, because it's not about future, it's about now from my side.
That's interesting. I would say that it's autonomous, something that runs on background, something that autonomously generates you new leads and revenue.
Yeah, great. Perfect. And I'd add SendPulse, just SendPulse. Okay, so let's start with some more detailed questions. The first one, how do you balance automation with personalized customer experiences in complex B2B buying cycles?
From my side, for example, in B2B sales, automation is of course helpful, but it shouldn't never come first. And here I mean people first and automation the second. And of course, the team should build the process and clearly understanding how it can work, how it can work, and after you need to add automation. And I did it in every project that I support. First of all, we test it manually, we create a flow, we create a KPI and try to achieve our goals with teams, and after we try to add automation and understand how we can do it faster and how we can achieve goals better with AI. And yeah, automation is useful, but it needs a human, I think, behind it to guide and fine tune it. It's from my side.
I do agree. Well, and probably add a few words that, well, let's first identify what we mean by personalization. It's actually not about the personal data or firmographic data, but that's what's more important is proper targeting. And by that, I mean the specific intent signals that we can get from a user. And this is the point, like you're actually not balancing automation and personalization. They cohesively live together, which means that first you need to build a system where you store the data, and not just like store data, but you catch data in the right moment of time. Like, hey, this person just downloaded this content or visited this specific page or activated this product feature. When you have a so-called customer data platform, you can build it anywhere. It can be a custom, something custom code, or you can use Clay, whatever it is. This is the single place where you can actually get the right intent signals, where automation with personalized approach comes from. So it's just about doing a really comprehensive homework of collecting signals, collecting data, enriching your leads, getting data from website visits, and that's like there are tools that can help with that if you are targeting US market. And from there, you can decide, hey, how we're going to automate this. And I do agree with Alina. It first need to set up and modify this, the flows, strategizing, hey, how the next steps will look like for these different segments of users that we're getting. But it all starts with the data and the signals.
Okay, thank you very much. That's an interesting perspective. And the question that is coming up, so when is that red line when we collect the data about our audience? So just not to be too personal.
That's, I think, for me, right?
Maybe yeah, Olivia, let's start. Maybe Alina will have something
Okay.
to add.
Well, this is why I'm highlighting this the necessity of targeting more than personalizing. Well, obviously, we don't care about some personal information about the user, but what we do care is the signals that this user is actually sending us. So I'm more like intent-based person, intent-oriented person than personalizing based on the actual incoming data, about the person.
Okay, and Alina, maybe you can add something about where is that red line on when we collect data about our audience, about our potential customers, and not to be too personal, just not bothersome, personal limits or something like that.
I think that our database needs to be with business goal too. For example, if your database about your customers can be and can helpful to your marketing strategy, for example, to understand how you can engage with your customers more, how you can reach out and answer and other, it can be. And for example, I think don't need to know maybe everything, we need to know important. And of course, it's first of all business goal, how you can influence for this with your marketing strategy, and of course database after this about what it was, what information you need to, for example, create new marketing campaigns or something like this, and where you need to add AI, because sometimes we need to understand this moment where we need to stop or maybe rephrase or maybe don't answer so much. For example, I have a case when in SaaS service people can registrate, and before registrate we, for example, cut some questions about budget, about budget of company, I mean here budget of marketing campaigns, because it can be strange for new customers, for example, and only after you can answer it in some conversation maybe. And in the first step we cut it, and of course we, for example, ask some questions about role, about business in general, and after we grow campaigns for the next, and add AI if we need it. And I think it depends on your business goals, and you need to feel and understand this red line.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can see that there are some questions in the chat. But before getting to them, I'd like to ask another question from my list. And guys, if you have any questions, please just leave them in the chat, and we will pick them up. So I promise. So the next question is important question. What is the best marketing metric to track success when we talk about marketing automation? What do you think, Alina?
I think that one of the most important when we use AI with our team, it's metrics, not only in marketing, but in marketing too. It's time saved. If automations frees up your team's time so they can focus on strategy, on creativity, or some personal conversation with VIP clients, for example, or etc., and your team can have more time to do high value tasks, and it's great. And if you track it, if you understand that, oh, that's right, and for example my marketer specialists right now do high priority task and some routine task we can handle with AI, it's great. And we track it and try to grow this KPI, for example, from month to month. And for example, sometimes we track it in marketing and understand that our team use about 10-15% in a month with our task AI, and we try to understand how we can use more and how we can handling routine tasks with AI and have more time to do high priority tasks. And for me, first of all, it's about time saved. And of course, if we speak about time saved, we remember that if our specialist or our team can do more in one time, in one period, we don't need to hire in more people, and we do and achieve our goals faster, and it's great. And in general, a review from my side, I think that the important KPI and maybe metric is time saved.
I would reverse this metric and suggest pipeline velocity. That being said, how fast a user converts to lead, a lead converts to sales qualified lead, or a product qualified lead, how fast those qualified leads convert to customers. So basically, it's again like the reverse metric for time saved, but it just shows the probably like the opposite side. Hey, this is how much time saved for getting more leads, and how fast the automation can process all these stages and get us more work to do. Basically, quality work to do, like convert those leads to customers.
Yeah, thank you very much. Awesome arguments. So I'd like to pick some questions from the chat, if you don't mean. So the first question is from Edhard. What's the speaker's opinion about future personalization, automation plus AI? How good AI will communicate direct with customers based on a big data? Alina, what would you say?
How good AI will communicate direct with customers based on the big data? Here, I think that, and I'm waiting best model in this case, be honestly, because I tried to add it in support teams. For example, it's online chat with AI. And for example, when your customer asks some basic question, it can help, yeah. And it can be the same inside chatbot, but if your customer asks some difficult question, difficult technical question, sometimes AI can be wrong. And how we can fix it? With my team, we did a case when we stopped AI, when we see some keywords, when we understand that it's such difficult situation or it's VIP client. And of course, here we added teammates and tried to do more with support team, but in some basic question. In basic question, it can be, And for example, you can use SendPulse chatbot. It's great for these tasks. And especially if you have, for example, VIP clients, difficult technical questions in your knowledge base or something like this, sometimes you need to have a mix with teammates and AI. And here I mean that without people, it's not a great case from my side right now. But for basic questions, for some simply type of businesses, you can use it, and you can try to use only AI. And and I think that it depends on your prompt. If you write great prompt with some specific of your business, and you have some stop words or keywords when you need to stop AI. If you understand that here AI don't help, it will be great, and you can test it. For example, the simple way it's connect with SendPulse chatbot, and more difficult way it's, for example, try to connect with online chat and try to integrate some AI models inside your communications with your client, for example. But let's try, and it's work. And I think that every month we see a great potential here, and we see that communication better and better.
Yeah, thank you. Olivia, do you have something to add? Comment?
Yeah, probably just a little bit. I do agree that so far, we obviously need to control what AI is saying and set up really strong guardrails with specialist overview of the process. But the point is that as I see the trends in the US market, those trends are insane in terms of every week better and better AI models appear. AI models that, well, you probably, some of you guys could heard it when a robot calls you, but you actually don't identify it as a robot. It just speaks so freely and so human that you should be really sophisticated AI detector to identify that, hey, I'm just talking to a robot. So my point of view is that everything will be automated, and that's a reality. Right now, we see that new roles appear, like go-to-market engineers, go-to-market operators. That basically one person who orchestrates all the tools and agents and enrichments, the platforms that pull data and do automation and personalization there. It's just insane how it all speeds up right now. AI agents, I think that's the trend of 2024, is getting its really strong motion 2025. It allows to automate so many inbound and outbound things. Let's say at Reply, we had JSON AI SDR agent, and we still have it. Oh my God, I'm still associating myself with Reply. I need to fix that. Well, anyway, this agent, it was released in 2023 with the idea that, hey, just tell us who you want to reach out to. What is your value proposition? What is your offer? What is your CTA and stuff like that? So you actually, and right now this form is much more sophisticated. So you provide like the input data, and the agent crafts the whole sequence. It identifies like and suggests the channels to use for your outreach, like email or LinkedIn or calls, whatever you want. And then it responds on your behalf on prospect emails. Like imagine this, it can update your CRM and stuff like that. And that's just 2025. I mean, with every month and every year, we'll have even more, well, magic, AI magic happening. So I do believe that as human employees, we need to adapt. And the more of us who will become the operators of the automated personalized funnels and workflows, well, the better.
Yeah, thank you. You bring up a valid argument, and I just remembered the situation when some business called me, and in a couple of minutes of conversation, I understood, I just realized that it was a robot. Silly me. I was disappointed, frustrated, confused. So, okay, our attendees, maybe you experienced something like that. Let us know in the chat. So I think that it's some trend that is needed to, I don't know, to master how to do it properly. You just let know your addressee to understand, to realize that they are speaking with robots. So, okay, and one more question from Ed Hart about question to Alina. Could I ask a direct question to Alina? You mentioned about your experience in SaaS. What is the differences between this specific company marketing and other who are working in B2B model?
I think that it's like one type of B2B because in general we use term B2B SaaS, and in general SaaS it's like a B2B, but but we have focus and understand our business model, like when your customers buy, for example, every month, month by month, you buy some product. For example, like SendPulse, you have a pricing plans, and you can you can see it and update it from month to month. And for example, it's like a SaaS model, a classic SaaS model. And when you, for example, build a marketing strategy for company with SaaS model, you need to understand lifetime value, how much time your customers with you from you need to understand this period. For example, after how months you need to have when you can understand that, or our marketing campaign it's okay for this customer, because sometimes we have high prices to engage and high prices to some marketing campaigns. But in SaaS, for example, it can be okay when you understand that it's this customer can attract right now, but buy, for example, next 1 year, 2 year, and etc. And we need to understand this process. We need to understand this period, lifetime deal. For example, what pricing we have, how much time your customer buy it, and after you create your marketing campaign, for example. And sometimes it can be different with B2B classic business, who, for example, can have a deal and then have a deal with client after 3 months, 6 months, and etc. with big client, for example. Hope I explain it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Maybe Olivia, you have something to add or comment.
Not really. It's just about the model. Software as a service is about subscribing to something and paying either monthly or on any other concurrent period, like quarterly, half annually. That's probably the only difference.
Yeah, great. So, Anastasia wrote, I saw a video where AI now carries out first interviews and hallucinates within it. So, yeah, we are living in the era of AI hallucinating. Okay, so great. Let's turn to another question. Another question from Edhard. How to motivate users to share their interests with businesses? First issue is collect consents, but what about marketing communication? What we can propose, expect some discounts or coupons?
Can be. But for example, my last tasks with a team, and today I told about some questions after registration. We try to explain for our customer that if our customer shares some basic some database with us, we can share knowledge with him. And for example, it can be some guides, it can be some videos that can grow their businesses. For example, we try to motivate with some interesting materials, but offers it can be. And yeah, why not? Sometimes I think that marketing need to have this test and understand what works for you the best. And so, for example, if you can have some discounts and give to your customers, and after you have great database about this customer and build and fix and sometimes set up your customer experience and set up your marketing campaign, it's great. It can be. But last time I used a strategy when we try to understand what our customer in that moment need, and here I mean materials, and try to send it after when our customer, for example, send some information for us without discounts. Yep.
Yeah, thank you for sharing your approach. So, Olivia, can you add something?
Sure. So I do agree that asking like directly is actually can work out, and you don't need to provide any discounts or perk, whatever it is. So basically, the source of how we got this lead is actually telling us a lot. For instance, if a lead, like, you know, it can be a content lead, marketing lead, blog subscription, whatever it is, your premium user. So basically, the source of how we got this lead is tells us a lot about this person. I mean, like, if a person visited our event, obviously we will proceed informing them about the upcoming events, and sometimes send them probably some news. We can send email suggesting to join our community, or I don't know, like we just published the new playbook. Like, do you want to check it out? So it's more about communicating with your user base. But then I really like the approach that, again, I see like a lot of B2B platforms are using right now, is when you get into the products, and during your onboarding flow, they actually ask you about like your experience, like did you use the similar tools? Which role are you having right now? And so on and so forth. So basically, those questions can be really tailored to your specific content. Let's say if you're a newbie using Figma, they will send you a lot of educational content. So this is how they actually reverse engineering the logic of further communication. I think it's just about building this logic, trying, suggesting, and measuring how user reacts.
Oh, thank you very much. And I can see another question from Manasa. How do you measure ROI when you have a long time period? I'm sorry. a long-time period purchase process for automation or ads? Actually, we've prepared one question in the list. So our customers, our audience asked often, how do you measure the long-term impact of marketing automation on customer lifetime value versus immediate campaign metrics? So it's something similar. Alina, maybe you can suggest something to us.
First of all, we need to have great analytics in general. And in SaaS, it's really important when we have end-to-end analytics and we understand our main metrics, and especially ROI, one of them. And it can be possible to set up with data analyst, and after you will see some dashboard, for example, in it's like a mix, sometimes Google Analytics and BigQuery. And after you can analyze your marketing campaigns and sometimes understand the difference and understand what you need to have with your team, like a focus, because it's a great for customers, and you have the main revenue in that channel. It's very important. And when we work with especially SaaS, my first recommend to build a good analytics and understand about every campaign, about every channel, and make a decision about everything only if you have it. Because if you don't have a good analytics, you need to have with your team many campaigns, and sometimes you don't understand where your focus need to be, and yeah, it can be not effective. It's for myself.
Thank you, Alina.
I probably don't have a lot to add here. So analytics is basically your number in the highest priority step, just to start track any end business metrics. It's about also figuring out the influenced revenue. So let's say you can set up attribution model in a way that, hey, we can actually track like first click, last click, or the combination of both. Like it should be specific for your business type. But the influenced revenue is something like on top of it, right? So let's say email channel can convert X leads, but it actually like influenced X2 more leads. So you need to also consider that. But also, like, I cannot imagine any business right now without an automation. I'm not sure that like you need to like take off automation and just measure its ROI versus consider the whole, like this as the part of the system. If automation, like email automation or chatbot automation, is your first step, well, then decide on the attribution.
Olivia, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Alina. Olivia, it was great question to conclude our panel discussion. Thank you for your opinions, for your approaches, for your insight tips you use and you just do on a daily basis in your work. I'd like maybe you have something to add or wish to our attendees. Please, Alina, welcome.
Thank you so much for this great conference today, and I am very glad to be here with you, Elena, and with you, Olivia. It's the best that I have today in this evening, and I think that if you start quickly with AI, it will be the best. I think that it's my idea for everyone, especially for marketing specialists, because uh, grows AI grows very quickly in different sphere, in different questions, and it's not about future, it's about now. And so let's start with AI, use AI, train AI, and yeah, I hope next time we will have next conference, and you can explain and you can ask some question and you can share your cases how it was. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alina. Thank you. It was pleasure to have you here today as well. Olivia, welcome to say something to our attendees.
Thank you so much for this great talk today. I'd probably add that, well, definitely that's about AI and different types of automation. Like I advise everyone to learn no code. Node code tools that allows you to connect different systems together and build any workflow that you want. AI is not only ChatGPT or Claude or Perplexity. There are much more tools that you need to explore on a daily basis. So allocate time. Have it like at least 30 minutes, 1 hour a day to take a look on the market and see what is happening there. The speed is immense. We need to be prepared. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you
you for
so
having
much.
us.
It was a pleasure. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you for your questions in the chat. Thank you for your attention. And for the moment, it was 3 session. And thank you. I hope that you are here, you are still here with us, and we are getting closer to another session that is last but not the least. And right now, it's the best time to just take a closer look to our live chat or our stage, because there will be a link to the certificate submitting form in the chat. So and it will also be in the description of the video if you watch the recording. So to get access to recordings and the opportunity to generate certificates, go to the link in the chat and via the QR code here. So register if you don't have an account on the SendPulse Academy. If you already have an account, click I already have an account and enter the account. If you forgot your password, restore it using forgot password. And after logging into the existing account, the course will appear in the new course section. The name of the course will be Marketing Automation 360, so you will find it. Now you can mark all lessons videos as viewed and generate your own certificate of attendance. So welcome and get your certificate of attendance. Okay, and I'll ask our moderator to pin the message with the link of the certificate in our live chat on YouTube. And I'm happy to welcome our next speaker, Katie Noakes, social media trainer, founder of KN Communications, former marketing and communications director and at Saatchi and Saatchi in the BBC. With the topic, how to use AI to supercharge your social media. Hi, Katie. Welcome to the conference. So excited to have you here speaking today. How's your day going?
Oh, it's great. It's fantastic. It's been busy, but really good. And I'm so pleased to be here.
Yeah, great. So let's go ahead. Friends, feel free to leave your questions in the live chat throughout the session. I believe if you remember, I mentioned twice that I had a look at Katy's presentation and I loved her images, I loved her tips and a lot of tools just to use, so stay tuned. And feel free to leave your questions throughout the session. Enjoy it. Katy, here you are.
Oh, thank you so much, Lena. And I am, really, really great to be here. I am so excited about AI and all the amazing things it's doing to help small businesses and big businesses streamline their social media, make it easier, automate it. And actually, it's about using it in the right way, though, which is what I'm really going to be talking about today. But I live in England. I'm originally from Kentucky. I would love for you guys to leave in the chat where you are around the world, and also maybe how you're feeling about AI and how you're feeling about social media. And I know everyone has differing opinions about that, about both of those things. But I'll tell you a little bit about me. My name is Katy Noakes. My company is called KN Comms, and I started off at Saatchi & Saatchi, and I handled all the press relations and big PR and marketing stunts. And then I went to the BBC, and that was much more about corporate affairs and engaging with opinion formers. And then I started my business in 2018, and I help all sorts of businesses across the world with their social media, with their strategy, learning how to, and my big focus is getting people to use video now online and AI and all these amazing tools to get out there in the right way to target those really important audiences. So, and I love a metaphor, as you're about to find out, but what I want you to think about AI is the sous chef to supercharge your social media content kitchen. So you are the chef, but the AI is the sous chef, doing all of those boring jobs, automating all those things that you don't need to be doing. But you still need to be the one that sets that vision out, that, you're the creative here. But I get it. Social media sometimes can feel like a chaotic kitchen where everything is on fire. You're trying to do way too many things. You're expected to serve up fresh content daily. There's no time to prep, and you're always in the weeds, and the idea pantry feels empty. And you're stuck washing dishes, aka replying to endless DMs. So this is where AI can come in and really make a huge difference. But again, AI is just the sous chef. You can't leave it all up to the sous chef. You are the head chef. So AI is brilliant at prepping the ingredients like a sous chef. So going and gathering all of those ingredients and shopping. The chef doesn't need to be doing that. The sous chef can do that. So AI is great at gathering data on trends, on topics, on audience preferences, doing all the research. Is brilliant for that. So it's gathering the ingredients that you need to create that amazing masterpiece. AI is great at ensuring consistency, but the chef has to decide what is that brand voice, what is that style. Sous chef then can make sure that like in a kitchen, each dish meets the restaurant's quality and style, that there's a consistent brand tone, there's a consistent style, and there's a consistent quality across every post. Also, we want to be using AI to speed up all those repetitive tasks. So all that automation, all the things that actually you don't need to be doing, scheduling social media posts, getting people what they need, sending links, basic responses, those kind of things. That can all be done through AI. Doing kind of initial content drafts. That's great. Like, asking for ideas, that kind of thing. But you still need to kind of, yes, you still need to be strategic about how you're engaging, who you're engaging with, having genuine conversations still. But you need to use automation if it's just like in your social media, if someone wants some information about a course or a book or wants to buy a book, you really want a message sent directly, instantly to that person, giving them that link so they have that right away, or that lead magnet. But you still need to be, having conversation as well. So it's really important that You know, the chef retains the vision. They're the ones that decide the quality of the food, the standard of the food. They're the ones who decide, you know, what type of clientele they want to come into the restaurant. That's all the same things you do as a business owner. But we need AI to help, to elevate the presentation, to enhance your visuals. I mean, there's so many amazing, great tools out there to help you create great social media videos and content. You know, but use AI to help you, you know, source hashtags, suggest captions, and help you create a beautiful social media. And, you know, in some ways, AI can do things better than you, like spotting trends and topics and keeping that tone consistent and repurposing content. AI is brilliant for that. You know, taking a long form like blog or piece of text that you wrote, that's in your tone, that's in your voice, and then it's great to kind of plug that into something like Claude or ChatGPT or something, and ask them to repurpose content, or go back and look at a video that was really successful, and then plug that into an AI system and ask them to create something like it that's different and suggest, you know, a new visual or a new video for that. Rewrite some of that. It's brilliant at that, and it's probably better at it than you. And yeah, again, managing FAQs, customer sort via chatbot, all of that, it's probably going to be faster and quicker than you. But this is where people go wrong. Copy pasting generic content. Like, you do not want to just put in generic, you know, prompts and then get generic content and answers back. So because what happens is then you lose authenticity. It sounds like everyone else. Also, over automation. You can't automate 100%. So over automation without intent, that is really not great. You got to keep it human. So, you know, you have got to feed into the AI systems, you know, the real stories, your lived experience, the emotion that you want, the brand story. That's your secret sauce. So you've got to give AI the right ingredients. And, you know, you've got to stay safe as well in that kitchen. So it's the same thing when you, and I think some people don't realize this, is that, you know, you put, if it's not kind of a closed system, you put stuff out on a ChatGPT, that goes out to the world. So you've got to be careful of your intellectual property. You've got to be careful you're not putting sensitive data out there or information. Also, AI many times is not correct. So, you know, when you're asking for these, for any kind of data, you always need to fact check it, because they can get it wrong, and it's called hallucinations. So it's, you know, a lot of these AI systems they're basically looking for patterns, sourcing mentions. So it's really great for suggesting creative ideas, that kind of thing. But if you are looking for facts and data, you always need to check it, because it may not be accurate. And also it could be out of date data. So you've always got to check anything like that. But it's really good for brainstorming ideas. And like I said, repurposing. So the key, though, to creating really authentic social media content is by feeding AI really great information. So you want, and this takes some work, and I always, you know, I do a 6-week social media course, and we work on creating a digital strategy, and these are the things that we go through so that you can actually just upload that into your chosen AI system. So things that are important is your brand voice, your tone, the personality, how you naturally speak. You want to be crystal clear on who you're targeting, your audience, who you're speaking to, their needs, their pain points, their issues. And you need to, you know, understand your brand story, your values. That all needs to be fed into AI. I want you to be thinking about your customer and what their outcome is. What is the end benefit of whatever your service or product is? And then I want you to plug that in as well. So really kind of narrowing down as well your goals, your ambitions, the platforms that your audience is on. AI can help you investigate some of those things, but you need to be plugging that in, and then so that they have all of the information so that you get really authentic responses back. And also things, real life examples. So you need to kind of add in what really gives your, add in those testimonials, add in those case studies, add in those personal anecdotes. That is going to make your content so much more authentic. And then I'm skipping ahead. Okay, so then you want to add in any website links. So again, you want to just give them as much information and say, use this as background. So website links, white papers, strategy docs, blogs, any kind of information that you can start to train AI about who you are, what your business is, or who you're trying to be. So even if, you're not a business exec with 30 years experience, you can say you want to be perceived that way, so that actually the content you create makes it sound like that you are a top expert in what you're doing. You need to be really specific about what you want, though. Do you want to create a social media post to drive traffic to a website, to announce a product launch? I'll give you an idea of a prompt in a minute, but the more detail, the more specific you are, the better quality and higher quality that post is going to be. And yeah, give it, a longer blog, ask to shorten it, create 5 LinkedIn posts, create 5 Instagram posts, create a video idea for TikTok from this. So all of that are perfect things, all the perfect ingredients to feed your social or AI to get really great social media content from it. So the perfect ChatGPT prompt, or there's lots of other ones that like Claude or whatnot, but this will give you an idea of how detailed that prompt should be. And just like this beautiful cake, you need to there are many layers to that prompt. There's a lot of detail. The more detail, the more delicious that final product is going to be. To take my metaphor way too far. So, again, you need to have even probably more detail than this, but you might say, I'm a senior level business expert with over 20 years experience, I'm targeting. And then I want you to tell me everything that you know about that target audience, their description, their age, their pain points, their job, their interests. And then I want you to say, I want you to help me create 10 Instagram or LinkedIn posts, but you should be specific. Platforms are really different. So, is it a TikTok video or is it a LinkedIn post? You need to be very specific. And you want to say, this needs to showcase my expertise and name what you want to be known as. So I want to instantly connect with my audience by touching on these pain points. Pain points are the way in. So any issues that your audience has, that's the way you're going to connect with them. So you need to make sure AI knows what those issues are, what those pain points are. And then I want you to ask for clever hooks that attract attention instantly. You only have about 3 seconds to get people to pay attention to that post, that social media post. So ask for clever hooks that get engagement immediately, and compel the audience to read more. Ask for ways to get the audience to keep reading or to watch the end of that video. I need to know your tone. Is it professional yet friendly? Is it engaging? Is it funny? Do you have a dry sense of humor? So how do you come across? You need to make sure you're training AI so they know exactly how you are. And you want to, again, aim at what type of clients, and you want to include a call to action. You want to make sure, suggest lead magnets or ways to get someone to actually comment or ask for more information. That's all really crucial. And then you want to upload any documents, strategy papers. You want to add website URLs to say, please look at this for background. And then, you want to ask for hashtag ideas for visuals, video content. Well, I'll show you in a second some of the an example of some responses you might get back from ChatGPT. So maybe it's a hook, like most small businesses don't fall, they stall. And then they give you some ideas for captions and a call to action and ways to get people to engage. So questions like, where's your business stuck right now? So again, it's giving you lots of different elements. You don't want to copy and paste this, though. You want to take it, tweak it, make it sound like you, but you can generate some really brilliant creative ideas from this. It might also then give you some visual ideas. So, if we were looking at that pain point of growth shouldn't feel like a grind, then they might give you some video ideas. You walking through a calming environment, talking directly to camera about business shouldn't burn you out. Or maybe an image, different images, a split image. One side shows hustle mode with a cluttered desk, the other strategic flow. So there's lots of different ideas. And again, if they give you some ideas and you're not quite sure, or you want to tweak it, or you want it to be more professional or more corporate, then ask it. Say, rewrite this. It needs to feel more professional, or it needs to be a bit edgier, needs to be a bit punchier. So keep asking it until it feels right, until it feels like you. But it's a really great way to get ideas, and it's easier than starting from a blank page. Again, you want to ask for, so we need engagement. I should say that first. Engagement, and you're going to hear me say this like 100 times in the next half an hour. So you really want to get people to engage on your posts. If people aren't engaging on your social media, it's not getting out there to anyone. So we need to give people a reason to engage, to comment, to share, to tag a friend, to save that post. So, asking AI for ideas on how you can get people, whether it's questions, to get people to comment. So asking questions, or maybe poll ideas. Polls are quick and easy, and you can now use polls on pretty much every platform. So that's an easy way to get people to engage. So it's really crucial that we get engagement. There are a ton of top AI tools for your social media kitchen. And my advice is, don't try to, tackle them all. I'm going to give you a whole list of ideas and there are so many more, and they change every day, but try one or two, have a play. They're quite intuitive, to be honest. And actually, if you're kind of doing all the things I've been saying, then you're going to get better, authentic results. And there's lots of different tools. So if you're looking at content generators, so ideas, copy, that kind of thing, ChatGPT, Claude, Jasper AI, Gemini, they're all really great ones. Copy AI, they're all great. But you need to obviously train it. You need to feed it with the right information. And actually, it's interesting because if you put in the same prompt in all of these different content generators, then you will actually get different responses. So it's kind of nice sometimes to kind of get different ideas, and they all have they're all slightly different in their responses. So see what you prefer, what works for you. And there's lots of different, and I should also say, first of all, AI now is integrated in everything. Lots of design platforms like Canva, all of the advertising platforms. You're not even really using AI tools anymore. You're just using social media design tools that now are incorporating AI. And it's making everything easier, smarter. Your targeting is better. You see it in all the advertising campaigns now across social media platforms. And actually, it's making that targeting much smarter now. So, Canva has always been brilliant for designing content, but now AI is just making everything easier and faster. But yes, if you're looking for images, there's lots of different tools here that I would recommend. Again, don't try to tackle them all. Have a play, have a look. Lots of them are free, or they're not that expensive. It's amazing, the video AI systems now, where you can like HeyGen and Synthesia, you can actually like upload text and then it creates videos. You can tell them what kind of video you want this person doing this. There's lots of there's a new Instagram video editing app called Edits. I don't know if anyone's using that. It's brilliant. And now they're going to be incorporating lots of AI within that to make it really easier, and it connects directly to your Instagram account. So it is just making video content creation so much easier and smarter and higher quality. So use the tools, but just make sure that it sounds like you and it remains authentic. And so I kind of mentioned chatbots. Chatbots, will sit in like Instagram when you'll see like a chef doing an amazing cooking demo, and they'll say, if you want this recipe, comment below recipe. And then as soon as you comment recipe, you are delivered in your DMs a link to that recipe. Or it might be a conversation that says, oh, this is the best recipe, you're going to love it. Send me your email, put your email down here and I'll email it to you. So that is a great use of automation, because 83% of people expect an instant response. And it's difficult for anyone to keep up with all of that. So yes, you still need to be having genuine conversations. But for instance, ManyChat is fantastic. You can actually write what that whole conversation in the DMs is going to be. So it can sound like you, it can sound really genuine. You can get links, you can get lead magnets. You can put together a free guide using something like ChatGPT. My top 10 tips for traveling across the world, let's say if you're a travel agent, or my packing list for skiing, that kind of thing. You can do a great video on ski trips, favorite ski trips, advice on ski trips or what not. Say, comment below skiing and you'll get my free packing list for skiing, let's say. And then they get a link straight through. Maybe you get an email address, and then you can kind of bring them through that marketing funnel a bit faster. So there's lots of different chatbots. Use them, because it just means that audience, that person who is looking at that post, who wants that course, that product, that book, they want it right away. And if they, don't send them to link in bio, don't send them to a website link because they get distracted. You need to make sure they're actioning it right away. So it's just one easy comment in the comments, and then they immediately get whatever they need, so they can buy, or they can give you their email so you can then email them later on. And there's lots of scheduling tools. The best thing is you want to plan your social media content, and then you just want to schedule it. And there's scheduling tools within Facebook and Instagram, Meta Business Suite, that is free. There's LinkedIn scheduling, but there's also Later and Buffer. There's lots of different scheduling tools. And not only, and again, AI is integrated in these schedulers, because it now is telling you, it's looking at data, it's tracking usage, and it's telling you the best times to post, for instance. So you need to use AI to help kind of understand your audience and understand your content as well, and analytics and reporting. It's really important, and audience research. So here's three that I recommend, but there's lots. But you really want to understand your audience pain points. You really want to understand, what are their issues? What are the things, the pain points that really resonate with them. And you need to start all of your content actually with a pain point, with connecting emotionally with your audience. That is what gets people to stop scrolling. People need to feel like when they see a social media post that they feel seen, something resonates with them, or it hits on a real issue they're struggling with. So use these AI tools for audience research to really understand what is going on with behind the scenes with your audience. What are their issues and why they need you. That means that's going to make your content able to connect much better, in a much better way. So, again, AI without strategy is wasted time. So AI can save you time, but you really need to have that overall strategy. You really need to understand, who you are. What are your key selling points? What makes you stand out? Who your audience is? What platforms you're on? So that needs to start. That needs to be first. And then, because strategy is your recipe, okay? AI is just helping prep the ingredients, but your strategy is your recipe. So, again, you need to understand, just like if you were running a restaurant, who are the people you want to attract? Who are your potential ideal diners? What kind of food do they like? What kind of music do they like? It's exactly the same with your business. So again, you can use AI to help you research that, like I was talking about. But you need to feed that into AI as well, because the more information you have about your target audience, the better your content is going to be. And you've got three different types. When you're looking at your target audience, you've got your kind of current network and clients, you've got those new audiences that you're trying to get out to, and then you've got those all-important influencers. So the people, and I'm not talking about massive beauty bloggers necessarily with millions of followers. I'm talking about the people who are part of the decision-making process for your audience, and how do you connect with them and create collaborations. That is what is going to really help you. And AI can help you research these things. So it can really tell you, you know, those pain points, those where your audience is, what blogs they're reading, what emails, newsletters they're getting, what networking groups they're part of, if they're part of LinkedIn and Facebook groups, you know, what conferences they're going to. I mean, it's you can, and what conferences should you be speaking at, for instance, especially if you're looking at your personal brand. So, you know, you've got to be thinking about what is that overall brand story, and that could be your business brand, that could be your personal brand. You really probably both, because everyone has a personal brand as well. So you've got to understand what is that story so that you can then feed that into your AI systems. You need to understand kind of why are you different? What are those unique selling points? Are you the most trusted? Are you the most experienced? Are you the most unique? Are you the best value? Are you the most affordable? And then you want to use AI to help once you kind of figure that out. And this has to come from you, obviously. You can, you know, you can do lots of research through AI, but at the end of the day, you are the one that knows what makes your business stand out, what makes it truly unique. And then you want to take that and you want to make sure that you are consistently telling that story over all across your content, because people are only dipping in and out of your social media content. They might see a video here, they might see a LinkedIn article there, they might, I don't know, read a blog of yours on your website, but they might only be reading the first line, seeing the first 10 seconds of a video. So you really need to make sure you're creating a consistent story. And AI can make sure that you have that consistency, that you're incorporating these kind of, you know, I say pick 3 to 5 key unique selling points and make sure that you're kind of consistently telling us that story, so that when at the end of, you know, a month or 2 or 3 months, when people are dipping in and out of your conversation, which they are conversations, dipping in and out of your content, that they, you know, if they were going to recommend your business, that they would be using some of the same language. So AI can really help you make sure that you're telling that story consistently. So, like I said, personal brand. So everyone has a personal brand. You may not do anything with it. You might not, you know, look at your LinkedIn profile after you've set it up. You might not be thinking about how you come across on social media, but everybody has a personal brand, and AI can help you. It can help you define your strengths, your core values. And one thing I do when I work with people on their personal brand, I get AI to generate, I say what, you know, the business is, who the person is, and then I get them to generate some questions and prompts that will help figure some of the, you know, these elements out. So their strengths, their core values. You know, you can also put in your profile handles into AI and ask AI to review it and to optimize it, to look at how those profiles can be strengthened. And, you know, you can get it to rewrite bios. Of course, you got to be putting all that information in, but it can really help optimize all of your profiles. Again, we talked a lot about consistency, but it can make sure you have consistency across all the platforms. It helps you discover insights to share. So that might be, you know, on LinkedIn, especially, it's really great to share stats. You got to obviously check that they're correct, but everybody loves a stat. Everyone loves insights. Everyone loves kind of new global trends. That's all. AI can help you with all of that. It can help you create blogs and videos that can share your experience and lessons learned in your career. So it can help you find podcast opportunities, speaking opportunities, media that you should be targeting, collaborations. So again, you need to check these things. You need to make sure they're up to date, it's accurate, but it's a really great way to do some kind of that research to get you out there. And get you out there on the right platforms, to the right audience. And engagement, like I said, I told you I'd say engage quite a lot. Engagement is so crucial, but you need to engage strategically. So don't just leave it up to your chatbots. So chatbots are like your friendly maitre d', welcoming you into the restaurant, seating them quickly, answering any questions, keeping the conversation flowing while you focus on great content behind the scenes. But the chef comes out, doesn't he? And he comes in and he has that personal touch. He has that conversation. He targets those kind of special diners. That's the same thing. So you still need to be engaging proactively and strategically with those kind of key influencers, those key opinion formers. You need to be adding that personal touch, still, replying and messaging, and making it, relevant, personal, asking questions, or, oh, it was so great to see you the other day. So they know that it is you. There's that personal touch that you still need to make sure you have in your social media. And then just like you're, tasting that dish before it goes out, you need to measure it. You need to look at analytics. You need to understand, if your content is kind of being effective, impactful, bringing in sales, you need to kind of measure it. You need to refine it. You need to look at what's working and then repurpose it. And AI will help you with all of that. So if you do all of these things, the result is you will end up with the most authentic social media content that your audience loves. And most importantly, sound like you. And actually, at the end of the day, that means you're going to have more growth and more sales. So I know this was a bit of a whirlwind tour, but if you need any more help, I do have an AI webinar that's on via Zoom on the 12th of June. I have a 6-week social media course as well via Zoom. And if you happen to be in England in the Chilterns, I do a half-day Reels workshop to teach you, and we create video on this beautiful vineyard. So come along, or I do one-to-one bespoke workshops, power hours, advertising. But if anything, I would love to connect. And here are my details on all the different platforms. But if you have any questions, I know I have a few minutes for questions, I think, but I have taken up quite a lot of the time. But I'm really happy. If you can't get any questions answered, please email me or message me. I would love to answer any questions about anything I've talked about today, or I would really love to connect with you all.
Thanks, Aton, for your insights today. Your take on using AI to boost social media really hit home. So clear, practical, inspiring. I loved how you broke down tools and strategies without the fluff. So thank you very much for your tips, insights, and leaving us with equipped with tools and ideas. So let's turn to the chat to answer some questions. Here I have 3 questions in the chat that come up. So the first question from Edhard. Hi Katie, huge pleasure. What are the directions in marketing, in your opinion, that must be ready to replace by AI?
Yeah. I think automation, as far as just getting that information, like I talked about chatbots, making sure that people get that information right away is crucial, because people they're too time poor, they're too distracted. So I think you absolutely have to make sure that they're getting a message with that link. You don't want to send them off to links and bios anymore. So I think that automation, that customer service is really crucial. I think I've seen actually the most impact through advertising on social media, that now AI is being incorporated in the advertising, because what it's doing is it is in real time, it is looking at the profile of that person, and it is making sure they see the type of ad that they want to see. So again, when you're creating these advertising campaigns, you now use AI to create all these different text versions, different media, a video, an image, a carousel post, and then you have, different lengths of text, you have different call to actions, and AI now is making sure that, Alina, if you like ads that are videos with short text and certain call to actions, you're going to see that. So I think it means that it's optimizing your ad campaign and your budget. So I think there's a huge opportunity, and it's learning about your audience. It's learning about, they're tracking all of your information. They're understanding, creating these profiles, and you're now able to retarget anyone who has engaged with any of your social media and your website, and then create lookalike lists based on that. So new groups of people you're targeting based on all of that information. So it's just, it's making things like advertising and targeting so much more sophisticated and more impactful and efficient.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely agree. So another question, the question from Anastasia: Can AI be used for image creation for social media? What tools you recommend? If yes, thank you. You mentioned some tools.
Yes, I was going to
presentation.
say there's a whole list, and this my presentation is made available, isn't it? I was going to say, so have a look at that list. I do think AI is brilliant for image creation and it's good for editing. I will say though, I know that there's been a trend recently on faceless marketing. So you use a lot of sort of stock images and stock videos and use AI to create these videos. I would only warn that although we have all these amazing tools and we can create all these AI videos, you lose something a bit if you're not using pictures of you, videos of you. So that would be the one thing I would say, is that although we have these amazing kind of, ways to create videos, and, if you're looking at, Hey Jen can create videos that is an avatar of you. So it sounds like you, and it is kind of amazing. Some of them are better than others. Hey Jen actually is pretty good. But I always urge anyone that I work with, and you see this even with bigger companies, that it feels still more personal, that you still need to you need to have the real life as much as we could do all of these kind of fake avatars and AI generated videos. You still have to keep your content authentic.
Did you have some experience with Canva? Just realized some tool released tool with AI.
Sorry,
Did you
Canva?
have some experience? Canva, yes.
Yeah, that's the thing. Canva is brilliant. Canva is absolutely fantastic. And AI now again is making all of that image and those graphic content creation so much easier and faster. It is, allowing, for instance, for you to make sure that you have consistent brand colors and a brand experience, in your content and in your images. And it's, has lots of different, it's creating images now as well. I think you don't want to overuse Canva. So I know a lot of times, and that's my word of caution. I think again, it allows you to show up looking really professional, and it raises the quality of your content as well. And it gives you that consistency that I think we all need, so that when you pop up on any news feed, you're like, oh, that is that person's brand. But I think we're also seeing, again, it's sometimes just doing a video to camera can be almost more impactful than a really heavily edited graphic, I guess. People relate to people in video.
Yeah, thank you for your opinion. So the question is from Edward. Is AI the right tools to be used in the marketing strategy creation process, or it's better to use AI to deep dive in already created strategy for tactical daily, weekly plans?
So it's a great question. And really, the answer is both. So, yes, you need to be using AI to help you with your marketing strategy. Again, you want to use it for audience research. You want to use it for, to understand what your pain points are, for instance. But then you have got to create that strategy. You've got to really understand, yes, these are the pain points I want to prioritize. These are my kind of key unique selling points that I want to prioritize. So that's got to be done from you. You're the business, the business, but it can help you understand those trends, understand, those analytics. And then what you want to do is, create, and that's a collaborative process as well, with the team, with the business. You want to create that together. And then you want to use that digital strategy and marketing strategy to feed the AI to then create content based on that. So you really want to use it throughout both processes.
Yeah, thank you very much. I absolutely agree. So one question from Onasa. Does AI help in bidding in ads for Google?
So AI, it does. So and I'm not, I should also say I don't do Google advertising, but I can tell you from more of a meta advertising, because that's what I really teach. And AI will help you create better content. It is going to help you give you different versions of those different ads, which means, and it's also helping you understand the type of content you need to be creating that is going to get more response. So it's going to help create better content. It's also going to help as far as finding the right people, which means you're going to have better response, which means you're going to, more valuable content targeted in the most optimized way means that you're going to be better when you're looking at kind of that bidding process and being able to optimize that budget in the right way. Does that make sense? So yes, AI it's helping all of these advertising campaigns do better. I will say what's interesting is that, and I was just reading it again, I don't really teach on Google, but what I was reading, which I think is really interesting, and it shows the impact of AI on Google searches, is that now, because a lot of people are looking at AI to when they're doing searches for products, it's really now becoming about mentions. So the more products are mentioned, the higher up you go, you're then more likely to be mentioned in that kind of AI summary. So actually and I thought it was really interesting that actually, so it's less where we're all trying to be at the top of the search list. Actually, you really want to be mentioned by more sources. And so you start to get into kind of PR being which is also my background, but PR being really more essential and more crucial. And also what I really believe fundamentally is that micro influencers are the future, and that social commerce. So what we really need to be focused on, everyone, is collaborating with influencers, getting people to recommend your businesses, and micro influencers. So they don't have to, again, have huge following, but what we really want is other people talking about our business, our products, recommending them. And that's really where I think businesses need to focus.
Yeah, thank you very much for the detailed answer and your opinion on that. Yes, just my support says that we are totally agree. It's important for your content to be optimized for AI engines to quote you, and now is the era of AI, so you need to be equipped and just to be aware how to deal with that. Okay, thank you very much, Katie. I can see any other question in the chat. Let me check. Yeah, no more questions here. So maybe you would like to add something or highlight before wrapping up.
Yeah, I mean, to wrap up, I guess I really want to encourage people to, first of all, not feel too daunted or too overwhelmed, to look at this as an exciting opportunity. And it's also for smaller businesses. This is going to be the opportunity to scale, to grow without having to bring on 1,000, a team of 1,000. So it's a huge opportunity for small to medium-sized businesses, actually. And it's going to free up the time so that you can focus on what you do best, or what that business does best, So if you can automate things and streamline those processes, it means you can focus on things like innovation and growth, or new business, or whatever is going to really make the most difference to grow that business. So yeah, just be excited by it.
Yeah, thank you. Many thanks for your insights. I'm sure the audience walked away with ideas they'll start using right away. So hope to see you again at our future events. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
So, guys, thank you. Thank you for just joining us today, for being here, for your comments, for your opinions, for your questions in the chat. So that it was great, and it was such a pleasure for me to moderate today's conference. And for this time, I'd like to just share some final thoughts and reminders about our bonuses, about our community, and what you are going to get if you didn't, if you haven't got it yet. So a couple of words about our SendPulse marketing automation platform. So just it allows you to send email, SMS, Viber, and WhatsApp campaigns, work with clients using chatbots for Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram, Telegram, Viber, set up auto replies, and create sales pipelines on Instagram, WhatsApp. So, and with SendPulse, you can connect the GPT model from OpenAI to your chatbot to provide your users with even more proficient automated replies and help them solve additional tasks. You can easily track all of your marketing activities and client information with SendPulse CRM, and all marketing communication is easily managed with Automation 360. I like this feature. We use it just on a regular basis for our events, and we just no, I love it. And SendPulse still offers a 25 coupon for all new users. You can use this bonus to activate a paid plan and integrate the advanced features of SendPulse into your marketing strategy just today. Activate the coupon by registering in SendPulse before June 21st, 2025, guys. Don't forget, and just register right now and just get your bonus, and then you will be sure that it's yours, and you can use it for your tools, for your advanced features, for growth your business. Thank you, Edhar. Thank you all of you for being here, for your engaging in the chat. And about the community, do remember that you will have 2 bonuses there. So here you can find the QR code. Just scan it and you are in what's inside. First, connect with fellow marketers and share ideas. Get answers to your questions from experts on marketing and sales automation, as well as setting up SendPulse tools and flows. And it's the perfect place to learn, grow, stay ahead, and 2 bonuses I promised to mention again. The first one is Guide Key Digital Marketing Trends 2025 for SendPulse community members, and the slides will be available for download. We will share them in SendPulse community, so please join if you haven't done it yet. And there is a link to the certificate submitting form in the chat. Also, it's here, the QR code leading to the link, leading to the form, and to get access to recordings and the opportunity to generate a certificate. So just go to the link and register if you don't have an account on the SendPulse Academy yet. If you already have an account, click I already have an account, and enter the password. If you forgot it, just restore it using forgot password. After logging into the existing account, the course will appear in the new courses section. So it's done. Roll the course and grab your certificate. Okay, and guys, it was a huge pleasure to host the live and to see you being here, commenting, asking questions, sharing your opinions. different opinions. It would be great if you join us again, as we are doing online events regularly. Just subscribe our YouTube channel, SendPulse social media, and stay tuned for the event updates. Thank you all guys so much for being here, for joining us today as we explored the exciting world of marketing automation. We hope you're feeling inspired, empowered, and ready to take your entrepreneurial journey to the next level. And remember, the key to success is not just having a great idea, it's about taking action, staying adaptable, and continuously learning. We are here to support you every step of the way. If you have any more questions or want to dive deeper into today's topics, don't hesitate to reach out to our support. Also, SendPulse community is always here to help you succeed. Stay tuned for more insights, and good luck with your next big venture. Until next time, keep building and keep thriving. Goodbye and take care.